If you're asking me not to poke, I don't know if I can do that.
You're gonna have a small penis if you do it.
Welcome to the Backpost Podcast, powered by the 8-Bit Nation, bringing you everything you need to know in the competitive world of 8-Bit Nation, League, Pixel, and Prism. I'm the Dwarf Bard, here to introduce to you your hosts, Bacon, Shade, Koala, Koa, and Jay.
We back! It's been a minute, but I'm here, along with these other people. We have a new person, Koala, and he's here with us now. Boys, how's it been?
It's been kind of a wild week and a half or two.
What do I do with my hands?
What do I do with my hands?
It's been good.
Yes,
League's cruising along. Both Prism and Pixel.
It's been too long.
Been crazy.
Just got back from my trip a couple days ago. So
You did. You went to our nation's capital and
I did.
soaked up some of that freedom.
Oh.
I was right next to the Canadian and Mexican embassy. It was very cool.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Your heart went
What
up
are you doing there?
Elon.
The finger was pointed. It was not the other thing.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh my. Oh no.
That won't make final cut. Don't worry.
It devolved so quickly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys have been doing the pod without me the last 2 times, right? Well, I did the interview with you, threw myself in there.
Yeah,
But other than that,
yeah, it's just
I've
been
been kind of out.
It's been me, Koa, and Jay for quite some time. We had DK as a guest, which was cool. But fuck you, DK. And now we're back to what it's gonna be.
We got Koala joining us now. He doesn't have another podcast taking up his time.
Future Koa. Okay.
I don't have another podcast right now, so
So
I
future
figure
Koa
might as well.
has joined us.
Future me is here
Let's go.
from the future.
We're doing it a little differently too because we have 5 of us here.
Yeah, Jay just joined, and I didn't have the heart to tell him no. So
I did.
He's too
I had-
adorable.
I had the heart to tell him no, and he still joined anyway.
Womp womp.
We love him though. We love
yeah,
him.
we've given him a segment later, so you won't hear from
Hey,
him much
that's
these
fine.
next 25 minutes. So
He won't talk.
He can take a game from me if he needs a game.
well, you pick one to give him if you want.
Okay.
No, he's live
but-
reacting to the podcast.
Yeah,
There you go.
live listener. All right, let's break it down. Let's get into. We got a lot of things to talk about because we got a little bit of week 4, all of week 5, and week 6 so far to talk about. There's a lot of things to dive into. And it's going to start out with you, Koa. Tell them all about it.
Game 1, we got Bandits 3-1 over the Falcons. It's been so long ago that I don't remember what happened. But
Bandits belt ass.
yeah.
Yeah, Bandits won.
Yeah.
Koala, were you there for that one? Did you play it all, or were you a watcher?
He was watching WWE.
I was watching. Yeah, I was watching WWE. Wait, no.
Nice.
Was that the? Well, fuck.
It was 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
You guys played Pit Cop, if that helps. If that rings a bell.
Yeah, I don't think I played in this one. I
Did-
almost had to play in this one.
Was this
We're
like
asking
a
a
late
lot.
game that Couch wasn't sure if he was going to be home for, probably?
Yeah, that is what it was.
Cool. Yeah, so belt to ass then. That's awesome. I like that.
I don't think I played in this one.
Well,
But I mean,
your team
yeah,
won,
we
so good
yeah, we
job.
got the win, so
Yeah, great win.
so long ago. Y'all need
It
to
is a
record the podcast
while
like
ago.
weekly.
Shut up.
Well, new scheduling, so we'll make it
A
happen.
lot of things happened. We got Eclipse. They took on the Foxtrotters. This was week 4 as well. Eclipse lost that to the Foxtrotters 3-1. I thought it was going to be a better showing, but it wasn't. Again, I do think Boomer's a great manager. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, but this did start something for the Foxtrotters. So I believe this was their first win.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it was.
And yeah, they've rode that. So we'll keep talking about them. But this was a weird showing for Eclipse. But this Boomer has since made moves since week 4. So completely different roster in week 6 than in week 4.
I'm confused why there's a line after that game. As if it was a different...
Pixel Prism.
Yeah, but the next one is still...
Fallen and Harriers are definitely not Prism.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just keeping you on your toes. Good catch, Shay. Here.
Hey, well, Koala, you want to take that one?
Yeah, I'm.
So long ago, we're basically just going to give you the series scores here.
Yeah, Fallen lost 1-3. I don't know what happened.
To the Harriers.
Fallen looked bad, did bad things with Jared, put Jared in uncomfortable positions, and Harriers took advantage. That was that series.
Was that the first one with Nessie and Panda, or was that later?
No, that was probably it.
Yeah. So they've looked good too. So
Mhm.
we'll keep talking about that one as well. But Harriers have also looked good since their trades.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Jay?
It was week 4. It was week 4.
Fuck them. Over in Prism to finish out week 4, we had 2 more games. First one, we had the Phantoms playing the Sentinels. Phantoms took the series 3-1. The only thing of note from this was the first series that Phantoms dropped a game. Sentinels took the first game off of Phantoms
Sentinels
in week 4.
sucked the best.
And
They
then
sucked the
proceeded
best.
to get ass to belt
Jay didn't like it.
Asked the belt. Yeah.
You know,
for the rest of the series. Gentlemen sweep.
Oh, that's right.
someone had to
It was.
take
We've had
someone had to take Boomer's spot in hating the Sentinels, and it's Shade.
Had
There it
to do.
is. Yep.
We've had an odd number of gentleman sweeps this season.
I agree.
So many
There have been
times.
a lot of them.
Team drops game 1 and then just fucking runs it.
We are all very nice people.
Gentlemen.
Koa, finish out week 4.
It takes us to Hydra's 3-0 sweep over the High Flyers. High Flyers have not had a great season up till that point, and I think that's continued a little bit, but Hydras have been looking solid. So, good sweep for Verm and the boys over there. And woman. Sorry, 6-1. My fault.
Wow.
Wow.
We might remember more of these games. We're going into week 5 review. We're going to kick it off with Mudcats versus Eclipse, going to game 5. So, Eclipse stepped it up a bit here.
They had it. They should have won this series.
They should have. I agree with
Absolute
that.
throw job in game 5 OT. Just not. It looked like a lack of communication on kind of a breakaway, but Eclipse had 2 guys on defense for that breakaway, and bad comms. But good series, great series to watch.
Definitely a
Blood in that
heartbreaker.
series. Some bad blood going into that one.
Lost me some points on Twitch. That's a rare occurrence.
Yeah, this was Murs' career was on the line in this. Murs said it with his chest that he was going to retire if Eclipse won, and
That would have been crazy.
they were seconds away from it happening.
Would have been
It
crazy.
wasn't quite the squash match we saw in the WWE match, but
That
You probably get a little more nervous when you say, I win or I quit.
yeah, Murs put himself in a box there, like that rough move, but he delivered. So.
He
and
gets
you
to
can
stay.
tell so far because we're about to go into week 7. He's not coming into week 7 with that kind of energy. So
God, that's crazy. Week 7 already.
yeah, but we had more
Time
week
flies.
5. Go ahead, Koala.
Yep.
Pharaohs, you guys beat Boston, right?
Yeah, Boston Falcons. The Pomegranate Falcons.
The
Pomegranate.
The Pomegranate Falcons.
This was an ugly
3-0. Pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah. It was an ugly one, but we did it.
I did not play, so sweep happened.
Shout
Yeah.
out 38 points.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bacon, you played in it. How'd that feel?
It was ugly. It was ugly from both teams. Falcons didn't have Cloudsy, so the sweep kind of made sense, but it was just ugly. We didn't play our best.
I remember watching it, and the double commits from y'all were pissing me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
a
know,
thing that can happen
if you can,
sometimes to some teams.
if you
where
can-
you,
good.
where you see the team on the other side of the field, and you go, "Oh, this is going to be so fun."
That's what it is. There was so much fun to be had, and everybody wanted a piece of it. So we double and triple committed our way to a sweep.
At least
Easy.
take the sweep. Take the sweep.
Easy W.
Next, we had Havoc versus Illusion. Illusion took a game off of Havoc, but no more than that. 3-1 Havoc. Kind of went as expected. They did not have Shampoo or Z-Bio for this. So this was Wiko, Liam, and they had Wrath Titan as a one-day. And they looked good with Liam and Wrath out there with Wiko. Wiko does Wiko things. He has scored more goals than the Illusion roster as a whole all season, which is a crazy stat line. He has outscored an entire team.
That's a fun stat.
And this this series went that way. So
Is this the moment that you made the bet with Smurfy, or
I made the bet with Smurfy at the beginning of the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's talked about it a lot recently. So.
Yeah.
He has,
It's
and
getting better.
yeah, and we'll talk about that more when we talk about the Week 6 game, because I know he's going to be listening, and I've got something for him. So
All right, that takes us to our next game. Harriers 3-1 over Monarchs. Again, Harriers have been looking a lot better, have been getting things done since their trades that they've made. I don't remember who's the manager of that team.
Harriers,
Yeah,
Archer.
Archer has done well. He traded Gardens, which I think everyone was kind of a little surprised about, but things have been working out for him, so moving in the right direction at least.
Well,
No,
I think Atlanta's also about to get into the harder part of their schedule. So
They are.
I'm
Don't
very
get me wrong,
curious
they
to
are.
see how that roster gets tested.
But they're winning. So, I mean, that's more than we can say for other teams.
Yeah,
So-
beat the teams you're supposed to, at least. If you do that, you'll probably be in the playoffs. So
that'll take us to the Bandits sweeping the Demons, and I didn't like this one because I put my pick'ems on the Demons
why?
because I didn't.
That's crazy.
That
He's
was
an idiot.
wild.
I was feeling
He's an idiot.
special.
Because
Yeah.
he did a podcast with DK, that's why.
100%. Nah,
He had me feeling some type of way.
I love DK. I love the guys on that roster. It's just not working. It is not looking good. And at this point, like Bandits, they're peaking. They've rebuilt the roster. They look great top to bottom. Why are we picking Demons, Jay?
He wanted me to run through that fucking brick wall. Yeah.
Go run through
I'm
it
a fuck-
right now.
They
Content.
should be better than they are. They're just not. I don't know why.
It's not clicking yet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they've had time to get on. I haven't seen them really looking for scrims a whole lot like some other teams. So I don't know.
Speaking of that, I don't see a lot of full teams doing scrims. It's a lot of
What a
makeshift when you can.
Yeah, I don't know what's
That's what it
going on.
You
Weird.
brought lives, JT.
They didn't have them last
Oh, you
season,
brought
that's for sure.
lives.
Yeah, there is.
Well,
so
maybe
many
their
scrims.
lives like linked better, you know,
Oh, okay.
Or they're
Sure.
just scared
or
of
that.
the teams who want the scrims.
That's what
Koala, take it away.
Yeah, Foxtrotters 3-1 Fallen.
I mean,
didn't see this one. to be
Yeah,
honest.
Foxtrotters continuing to build momentum. Their Week 6 game, obviously, the big one that we're going to talk about. But, yeah, Foxtrotters have looked good since their pickup of Mew.
Yeah, Mew is pretty solid.
Yeah. Big Mew fan. Yeah, they kind of put belt to ass on Fallen here. We again saw more issues with where Jared is on the field, and how that, like there's not a lot of, it doesn't look like there's a lot of chemistry there. Players don't know where they want to be or where they should be. It's kind of tough.
I feel
Jared
that.
is super solid. I won a tournament with him and Luigi the other day, and as long as he didn't try to like pull off anything crazy, we were good. Like, he's super solid on all the real basic mechanical shit, and as long as he didn't try to go for like, a musty double tap or something, like that. If he's going for a double tap, he's probably getting it. That type of shit.
I like Jared. I know a lot of people like Jared. I had people reaching out to me telling me that I was trading for Jared. So, yeah, that was weird.
Okay.
It almost makes you think, Pitcop, why did you not pick Jared?
It is.
But I digress.
It would have been a good pick for him. And the spot I remember him being in the draft, it felt like for sure he'd pick Jared there.
I think a lot of people had that penciled in.
You would have thought.
Crazy. It's crazy.
We'll hop over to Prism for Week 5. We had an absolute stunner. The Hornets sweeping the undefeated Phantoms. I didn't know what happened. I watched the series. I've watched it twice. I don't know what happened.
I haven't watched it, and
I'll tell you what
said that, and I
happened.
was floored.
I didn't
Yeah.
cast it, so that's what happened.
I think
They just-
each game was 1 goal difference. Like, they were all close, and I think there was maybe 1 overtime. But Hornets just had really good defensive rotation in that series, and the Phantoms couldn't really put a shot onto net. They had a lot of open nets. They just couldn't hit the shots.
That's
but-
tough. I feel that.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That'll take us to our next game. Hydra's 3-1 over the Scallops. I was still out of town and didn't watch this game. But the predicted outcome, I would say.
I don't know. I feel like the Scallops are going to be kind of like the Hurricanes from last season, or the Wave. They're kind of going to be the gatekeepers of that playoff line. There's some weeks they look absolutely phenomenal, and some weeks they don't.
Bet
So-
they want to be the Wave from last season.
I mean, trajectory-wise, I'm sure they want to be the
Yeah.
Wave, but it's just it's weird. Picking Scallops games is tough because I don't know how they're going to come out and play.
I just keep thinking they're gonna win, and then I get let down.
Way to let
Typically what
Koala
happens.
down.
You're letting
Scallop.
down Koala.
I
Come
picked
on,
them again.
Latimos, pick it up.
He
You're letting
picked
down
them
Koala.
again.
I hit.
I mean, they're 500,
Yeah.
so it goes both ways.
The hardest team to pick. And Koala's doing it easily. We got the Nightmare taking on Ospreys 3-1 for the Nightmare.
Yeah.
Jade looked creepy as hell just then. Walking
He is
back to his
creepy.
desk.
Slim Reaper type shit. Wouldn't be the first time. Don't worry.
Yeah, it was a pretty good series. Osprey. This was after Ospreys making their transaction, and then they looked phenomenal. And then this week they kind of came out and looked not as great against Nightmare. But Kilo looked real good in that series, so doing what he needs to do for his
Kilo
team.
takes down Nels for the second time this season. The biggest Kilo hater in the server.
Hmm.
So that's got to feel bad. It's got to.
I
Sorry.
don't know how you can hate from outside of the club.
You can't even get eight.
It's the final lap of the Indianapolis 500. And the Sentinels take down the Otakus 3-0. Go ahead, Jay. How'd you do it?
Well,
Shut
Yellow
up.
flag last lap.
Yeah, Jay, how'd you do it?
Yeah, Jay.
but I don't
How'd
know.
you do it?
Say it with your chest. You just showed up.
How'd you do
That's what it is.
Well, they
How dare you.
yeah, we just
Okay,
showed up.
how dare you.
Koa was in that series. He was looking for some revenge, but couldn't find it.
To be fair, we played that
Oh,
game
boy.
really close. A lot closer than it should have been. And we were all in gizmos.
Yep.
So, like, huge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was our first
And they only beat us
series
by
with-
3 games in a row. So, Ligma.
No words, man. I hated that series so much. I hated it.
KX was low-key trolling, but that's besides the point.
I hate everything. We had the Wave versus the Rednecks. This went to 5, and the Wave took it 3-2. Yeah, it was a good series. Rednecks just couldn't get over. Tough middle of the table match.
Yeah, they've been struggling.
Was
the
this?
Mincy pickup hasn't helped a ton. Obviously, Mincy no longer on that team.
We'll get to
Which
that later.
We'll get to that
Yeah.
later. But,
Mhm.
but yeah, the Mincy pickup didn't help a whole lot here, and they lose 3-2.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah, that'll take us to the High Flyers 3-0 sweep over the Hurricanes. I missed this one too. So
I think Lemon was
talking about
on that team at this point, and
Yeah. Lemon was on the Hurricanes, and Hollow had just been moved over to the High Flyers by that point.
yeah, it's just weird things. But High Flyers, they're another team that have kind of been up and down. I didn't anticipate a sweep of the Hurricanes, but they did it, and then we had moves happen. So, yeah. This is how the Hurricanes played that series. They didn't know what to do with their hands, bro. So, but that brings us to week 6. We're current. Shade.
Week 6, Fallen versus Bandits. Won me lots of points on Twitch. Fallen taking out Bandits 3-1.
Put 50K on that and
So did I.
just lost all of it. I mean, what are we doing? What happened?
why are
No
you
one
asking
played
us?
Yeah.
None of them played good. They all played piss poor. I don't know. Yeah, they just didn't play that good.
Manager Couch wanted to kick some guy in the nuts at Kmart or something afterwards. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crashing out a bit.
He-
It was
he-
fun.
Kid, like, I heard he broke a controller. Did he?
He said he
that's
broke
what I
the
was
controller.
told. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
told that too.
They say he broke a controller. Yeah, he was kind of tilted after game 1 a little bit.
Can I ask why after like 2 losses they didn't switch up the lineup?
I don't know. He thought about it. That's supposed to be our main roster lineup. I will say they were playing awfully physical, and I feel like I thrive in that kind of environment. So maybe it would have been a good idea to put me in. I was feeling okay, so it'd have been fine. But I don't know. It wasn't a good win for game 1, and then it just.
Well,
Got
yeah,
worse.
that's why I'm saying like make a change. What's the worst that can happen? You win one.
Yeah.
Like, make the change.
What's the worst that could happen? You win?
It's a fair question. I mean, I don't know if it would have changed the result, but he probably
Right, it might have not.
he probably
could've.
would have gone. If he could, he'd probably go back and change something because
Right, you got to do
what
something.
the result wasn't good. So I don't know.
I don't know. I enjoyed watching it, just because of the money or the Twitch points online. It's fun for me.
I thought it was the freest. When I put, no one had even bet on the other side when I put 50K down. And
As soon
then
as I
was
saw it, I was
and
like,
then
"Oh, okay."
I saw yours and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, shout out Shade. Literally what I said to Koa. And then Koa got mad because he had put 300 down on it before.
And
He
you
was
know
like,
how-
oh, I'll get a
and
good
you-
return.
And do you know how many points I would have made if you didn't throw down that 50K bet? You ball.
Probably a lot. Probably a lot. But I'm trying to get over 300K, and I'm almost there, baby.
I was teetering on 100, and we're going to have to work that back up again.
I thought I was losing the 50. I'm gonna be honest. I did it just to have money for the other side to win. I thought I was gonna lose that 50.
Now, on the other hand, I mean, this is not just because I'm on the podcast talk about my team. Wrath played for them, and he picked them up, and hey, he looked good.
I did scrim them before, and they looked good. But I thought
Yeah.
it was because it was me, Myth, and Boomer, and I'm not good at this game. So I was like, they're just good right now because they're playing against me. I thought it'd be different with the other lineup happening.
No, and I scrimmed a little bit because Garden's computer had a malfunction or
Yeah,
something.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I
You
went.
thought you were going to play the whole thing.
Yeah, I wasn't even scrimming. I wasn't even in voice chat with him, and we kind of. I played 2 games and we killed.
Yeah, what were you doing during that scrim, Koala?
What were you doing?
Yeah, what were
I was
you
watching a wrestling. Right, was SmackDown, wasn't it?
The
Wasn't that
Saturday
Friday
night, man, it was Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
was it
Saturday night, it was
Okay,
yesterday.
yes, yeah.
He popped in at the start of it telling you might have to play, and Koala was so happy.
God damn it!
Well, he told me I had the week off, so I'm
He
like,
did.
sweet, we're gonna get a sweep.
Like I did.
I'm
this
gonna
week.
watch wrestling. Like, this is fucking win-win. I got like 4 games left that I gotta, so we're good for the playoffs, and then, but, yeah, Wrath played good. Neo and who else was on the team?
Zilch.
Who else was playing? Zilch. Neo, and which
Zilch
we
is
all
good.
know Neo is very physical when he plays. But Zilch was too. Zilch had a couple of great demos and bumps to.
I loved the way he played. I was a big
Yeah,
fan of
it
Zilch.
was. So that's the only thing that really makes me wish, like, damn, I kind of wish I would have gotten in there because I love that shit. That shit's great.
Smash, he's into the
I like
Smash
doing
Mouth
it and
Rocket League.
playing against it. It's so much fun.
In the old-fashioned Smash Mouth Rocket League.
That's right. That's Big Ben fucking Rocket League, baby.
It all makes sense.
3 yards in
It
a cloud of
really
dust.
I just football. Go on, Koala.
What?
You
Next
gotta
Dang.
do the next game, man.
I'm next.
God, it's like he's never done a podcast before in his life.
Falcons 3-0, Demons. When's the last time Demons have won a league game?
That's a good question.
I mean, they've had one this season, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
They have one.
Yeah.
Swept 2 weeks in a row, though.
Hold
Oh,
on.
you mean like just a game? Not
Just
a
a
season,
game.
just a game. Oh, dang. Yeah.
Hold on. Week results. Week 4. They took Havoc to 5.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, because that was
They've
right
been
after the
winless for
cookie
2
trade.
weeks.
Yeah.
Crazy. We talked about that.
We did. On the last episode.
Like a month ago.
Yeah, that
Oh.
Demons didn't get in this series at all. I don't know. Pitcop was able to get 3 sub games in that he needed, and yeah, walked out with a
And
sweep.
still swept. DK. What are we doing?
Our next game
There's no what to do with the fan.
was Luxor versus Eclipse, and we took this series in a perfect gentleman's sweep, 3-1. What a save, GG easy.
All right,
No,
and
I'm
that
just-
takes.
He said he blocked us on Spotify and YouTube anyways. I don't know.
So they'll just send him the clip. So it won't matter.
This was a tough one. We got a sub game in, and they absolutely put belt to ass game 1.
It was like 5-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we subbed in and went 3-0, 2-0, 1-0 for games 2, 3, and 4. So, it was tough. Myth did Myth things throughout the series, whether he was contributing to the play or not. Everything was a what a save or close one.
Classic.
We casted that. Me and Koala casted that game.
Absolute
It was-
dub of a cast, by the way. Enjoyed watching that back.
It was definitely a fever dream of a game. Probably because I was in the desk with Koala and I just wasn't paying attention to what was happening because me and Koala were just shooting the shit the whole time.
Yeah.
But it was a good series.
It never felt close.
No. I mean, other than the first game, and then Shade comes out, and it was belt to ass, but what you can do?
Get on a team.
Shut up, Bard.
Get on a team.
You are a pity pig. Don't talk to me.
Still on a team, Koa.
Eat my ass. All right, that takes us to the next game.
Free agency. And the game you got in, you lost.
Can you shut the hell up so I can plug the next
You're
game?
trash.
No, it's all
Man.
Jay's fault. Koa's in free agency. Let's not forget that.
Okay. If we're gonna talk shit, we should talk shit on the person whose fault it is.
Didn't draft him, has made free agent moves, and still not picked up Koa.
Yeah,
That's
JT.
crazy.
Yeah, you sit there like this, Jay.
You sit there like a stone statue because that's all you fucking do in the podcast.
I wish I
Sit
had
there,
a friend that
JT.
good. That's crazy. That's crazy. Where are we at?
Koa.
Alright, next game. Foxtrotters taking a Game 5 win over Havoc. Absolute banger series. One of the
Didn't see it
three
coming.
undefeated teams lose their first game.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
All
Foxtrotters
those
really
teams
coming into
leave.
their own here in week 6. So,
Yeah,
big ups for the boys in KC.
3 straight dubs for KC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wico. It's Wico at home with internet. It's shampoo with stitches in the thumb. There's all the excuses, but Foxtrotters kind of belts ass. It was Game 5, but there were moments it wasn't close.
Nah.
No, it didn't feel close.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Shut up, JT. Oh my god.
I didn't even start it.
We had Illusion take on the Monarchs and get the sweep over the Monarchs. Monarchs not happy with that loss.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Smurfy, look at me. Right now. Right now. That win means nothing. You are still on the outside looking in with that victory. Here's where me and Smurfy's bet's going to come down to. Week 11, Illusion versus Eclipse. That's what it's going to be. That game is going to be for a playoff spot.
You might lose.
I might.
I think you're gonna lose.
I bet
Might
what I
lose.
bet with the thought of potentially losing it. It is what it is. But
But I want you to win. I want a pizza party.
Smurfy thinks he has so many things in the bag just because they beat the Monarchs. Like, it is what it is. Monarchs are clearly having a rough season. I don't think that's a series to hang your hat on. If they can go out and do it against a Falcons or a Harriers, something like that, sure. Then I'll believe it. Until they beat a team that's in the top 8, pass.
Here's what's encouraging though. Smurfy didn't play.
Oh.
That roster looks better with Bulla anyway. Smurfy is the de facto sub.
That's what I'm saying. He made the right decision.
He did. But I don't.
Smurfy not playing. They have a chance now.
I don't know that the Bulla matchup's going to work against better teams. That's all. So, and they can put Smurfy in. They'll score more goals, but they're going to give up twice as many. Smurfy says he's a third man, but he's bad at it.
All in all, what we're trying to say, fuck you, Smurfy.
Yeah. Even if you win my $50, fuck you, Smurfy.
Move your fucking train station.
We're still waiting on Mudcats, Harriers. That's tonight, yeah?
Yeah, current standings as of right now, that's 2v4. That's a great Sunday game.
That's here in like an hour and 15 minutes-ish.
Yeah.
Right? That's fun. We're going to drop down for Koala to take us into Prism. We're almost through these games, guys. We're almost through it.
We get speed run. Sentinels 3-1 Ospreys.
Nobody cares about that game.
Nobody cares. Go on. All right.
Hydras 3-1 Hornets. Not sure what Hornets are doing.
High Flyers 3-1 over the Wave. Fuck the Wave. It's crashing. In burning.
Yeah, I went reverse wave.
Oh God.
Jay!
Jay, that says your
We're up to
name.
the otakus. Shocker.
Good job, Scallops. Best logo. Love it.
Phantoms 3-1 the Hurricane. 3-0 the Hurricanes 3-1.
predicted. Nightmare 3-0 the Rednecks without Doggo, predicted.
And that leads us into the best part of the podcast. It's my favorite part of the podcast. It's
My favorite.
Future Me's favorite part of the podcast. It's Shade's favorite part of the podcast.
For sure, my favorite.
I'm getting there.
So we're gonna hop over to me. And hello, everybody, and welcome back to 8-Bit Pixel and Prism Offensive Defensive Players of the Week. My name's Kyle. Gonna do 2 weeks. So week 5, we'll start with week 5 Pixel. We have Panda for his 8 goals and 2 assists. Defensively, we have Mers for his 17 saves in Mudcats win. For Prism offensive, we have Appa for his 5 goals and 2 assists. The defensive player for Prism was Boss Gamer with 7 saves. And your week 6 Pixel players of the week. Offensively, we have Mon Devi for his 8 goals and 4 assists in KC Foxtrotters win. Defensively, we have Wrath Titan for his 5 saves in Fallen's win. Your Prism players, we have Halio Storm or Berm for his 9 goals and 2 assists in Hydra's win. And defensively, we have Lemon. Congrats, Lemon, for his 10 saves in Lincoln's win. That was the players of the week. And I'll see you next time. And we're back! Oh, yeah. No interview? No interview.
This episode's going to be too long anyway. So
No interview!
Alright. That means we get to listen to Sweet J's sultry voice.
everybody look
Talk
at him
about
while he's talking
standings.
about it too.
I'll take us to standings. I'll start with Prism. Phantoms and Hydras sitting at
Oh, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter
He
what
can't do it! He can't do it! Why are you here?
It doesn't matter!
Oh, God.
Phantoms and Hydras sitting at 1 and 2, both at 5 and 1. Sentinels and Nightmare both tied 4 and 2 at 3 and 4. Scallops, High Flyers, Hornets all 3 and 3, sitting at 5, 6 and 7. Hurricanes, Wave, Rednecks, Ospreys all in that order 2 and 4, and they're 8, 9, 10, 11. And Otakus at 1 and 5 at the bottom of the barrel. No surprises.
Absolute chaos. Otakus are still 1 game out of a potential playoff spot. And just that group being tied at 2 and 4 there through 8 and 11. I think we're going to see kind of a wild finish for a couple playoff spots in Prism.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of surprised that Rednecks are so low, to be honest.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not.
Yeah, there's one common denominator with the Rednecks.
And his
Ben.
name...
I wasn't going to say it, but
I wasn't going to say it.
I'm going to say it because it was pointed out to me 15 fucking times this week that he went up 300-something MMR in 1 day. Again.
Whoa.
He comes on the
Pretty good.
podcast and tells us that he's going to throw his rank so he can play in Pixel, and then he opens up the bank account to get up to GC3.
Oh my God.
Ben, what are you doing?
A little suspicious there.
That's a good thing he's a manager.
We should throw up a
He
picture
get
of the
picked
graph.
up anyway, but-
We should put a picture up of the graph for him. Just to
That-
know how, like, severe...
on the tracker, throw up his
Yep.
tracker at the end of the podcast.
They need to see how severe this is. 2 days.
it's just
300
crazy.
MMR.
Wow.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It's just that good.
Maybe, but where's it at in league play?
Well, he has to carry Doggo.
Does he?
You know?
Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot on his back.
He's got a lot of baggage.
Well, take that money
Anyway.
that he paid for the boost and buy a better backpack. That I don't know. So
Yeah, that'll help. That'll take us into Pixel. We got the Pharaohs sitting at 6 and 0. They're at the number 1 spot. Mudcats have yet to play tonight. They're at 5 and 0. Havoc is 5 and 1, sitting at the 3 spot. Harriers 3 and 2, playing tonight at the 4 spot. Foxtrotters 3 and 3. Fallen 3 and 3. Bandits 3 and 3. Falcons and Illusion are 2 and 4 at 8 and 9. Monarchs, Eclipse, and Demons all tied for the last spot at 1 and 5.
This is another where we have a potential for it to be very crazy for a couple spots, or we start to see separation and create a real bottom three. Upper teams are hoping that happens, because sooner that happens, the sooner they clinch playoff spots. But yeah, crazy. It's been a crazy season so far.
I mean, top three are going to the playoffs, 100%. I mean, unless they just sell everyone.
This is true. Yeah, there's mathematically a chance finally in week 7. Doggo and I spent a lot of time trying to figure out if it was mathematical after week 6, but it's not. But week 7 finally gives us our first clinching scenario. Guaranteed if Mudcats win tonight. So if they win tonight, then we have a guaranteed playoff scenario. We have a guaranteed clinch week 7 no matter what. So
For who?
either Pharaohs or Mudcats. Game of the week 7, undefeated versus undefeated. Winner
So
clinches.
for the Pharaohs.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna clinch a playoff spot next week. So.
As I said in my interview, Mudcats
You
are
guys-
a
you
great
guys
number
like-
2.
You guys like to talk a lot of trash about T-Mac.
I've never talked trash.
Never talk trash
T-Mac.
about T-Mac. I love T-Mac.
His team is a
Mers likes
no-
to tell me I hate him, so now I'm starting to hate him because he tells me that all the time.
Okay,
So.
first of all, you can't talk bad about my favorite player in Pixel.
I can. We've scrimmed him twice and put him to bed like
He's,
a fucking baby. So
Shut the hell up when I'm talking to you, alright? Beanbag, listen here. That is Mers, the man, the myth, the legend, and I won't tolerate the
Why do you like him?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
To be completely honest with
Exactly.
you, I don't know.
That's what it is.
I just...
You just like saying the name?
well, you know, I was watching
You
games
like him in your mouth?
Oh. Oh.
Full pause. That was fun. Let's go to trades and signings, alright?
We had things.
You guys want
A
to?
lot of
Lots,
things.
Yeah.
lots of things.
Do it.
Eclipse trade Nessie and a third rounder to the Harriers for Real Royce and a second.
Fact.
Then Boomer's like, wait, not done. Trade Defane to Illusion for Bozy.
Fact.
That
Yeah.
happened. All that happened.
All of it.
Then we had the Sentinels trade Hollow to the High Flyers for, how do you say the name?
Hazel Soap, or
Hazel
in game,
Soap
you
or
guys will know
Evola.
her as Evola. Yeah.
No Mike.
No mic.
No Mike. Evola. No Mike.
No mic.
Oh, no Mike. And then Sentinels trade KX and a second to the Hurricanes for Lemon and a first. Making moves, Jay.
Oh yeah.
Making moves.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wave released Akaza and signed Riley.
Shocker.
Fallen released Young Wild Boy and signed Wrath Titan.
That happened right before the week 6 game.
These next two things kind of got wonky because I tried to help out and announce stuff, and did it early. But hey, if somebody hadn't done the first one, I couldn't have done my mistake. Rednecks released
deflecting.
Mincy and signed Akaza, and then the Sentinels released Lemon and signed Mincy.
Stupid Jay.
Odd play after a win,
Stupid Jay.
but you know.
Yeah, comes out and wins 3-1. Lemon looks great in the series, putting up numbers, getting dubs, and then he drops him.
It's gonna
But-
be real sad if you don't win this next game, Jay. You're gonna hear a lot of talk.
But
Hey,
Lemon
tomorrow.
is 2-0 this season against Samu. We cannot let the podcast happen without calling that out.
Samu is
Suck
bad.
it, Samu.
Whoever plays the Ospreys, pick up Lemon. Just do it.
Bro. Yeah, everybody that
The
plays the
Samu
Ospreys
Slayer.
has the funniest thing to do.
It would be hilarious if
Samu
other
Merchant.
teams did it.
I love it.
They pick up Excalibur.
Does Koala know about this?
Probably not. Without Boomer here, Koala, you get to call out a player that you're looking to see in week 7
In
to
each
perform and do their thing.
Who you watching? Who do you want to see do better?
Who's in these leagues again?
He's like, I want to see Renguard and Couch do better.
I want. I'm looking for Couch not to crash out this week.
That's good. That's good.
So do that.
Keep your composure.
Prism, I'm looking at Ben to silence all you haters.
Turn.
I like that.
Yeah.
I know he won't, but I'm looking for it.
Damn.
It's just
So
an
couch-
hour and a half of hate.
Couch composer and Ben prove everybody wrong.
I like it. I like Koala steps on here and calls out 2 fucking owners straight away. Like, I want to see y'all do better. Bam.
Y'all making us look bad.
Oh, he's throwing
We got
gang
predictions.
That's the flip reset. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
do
know
it
the
again.
flip reset?
signs. No, nobody's okay.
Listen, you gotta turn, do it off the wall, and bam.
Mm.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Reed.
Okay, wait. Ready?
Yeah.
Pogo.
Oh shit.
No, oh. Double tap. Oh.
Oh shit. We
getting out of hand.
here.
It's getting out of hand.
Must be.
Week 7 predictions. We did things.
Can't.
Game of the week. It's going to be regardless, but hopefully, I'm pulling for Mudcats today. I hope they beat Harriers, and we get the undefeated matchup next week. Pharaohs versus
undefeated
Mudcats. What should be 6-0 versus 6-0. Full command of number 1 in Pixel.
Speaking of hater,
We've got a near desk sweep, but Koala comes in picking against the Pharaohs. Koala, tell us why.
Listen, I knew who
He
you
has
guys
zero
were gonna
reason.
pick.
got 0 reason.
I knew Koa and Jay were gonna simp. So to avoid the jinxing sweep, I knew I had to go opposite.
And what a ballsy call by him to say you two are going to sweep, considering your boy T-Max on that team.
I will say that I do love Mers, but I do agree that you will win. I know I said a lot of stuff earlier, but hey, my prediction percentage is on the line here. All right,
Does it change knowing that I'm playing the whole game?
It
All the
would.
series?
it would.
I'm good.
Yes,
I would change it too.
It would change if I knew you were playing the whole series. It would change.
Shade asked me if he was playing or what lineup I was going with, and I didn't give an answer, but I said, I'm still generally confident across the board, and he asked me if I was dumb, so that was kind of the end of the conversation.
Yeah.
So there's your lineup for week 7.
Said he was confident no matter the lineup, and I said, "Are you dumb?"
So, our notable matchup, I put it here because I think it's absolutely pivotal for both of these teams. The loser of this game is hurting extremely towards playoffs. Eclipse versus Demons.
One of
DK
them
versus Boom.
might be settling into being okay with just having fun the rest of the season. One of them.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if both of them are doing that. So,
Well,
but
one of them
someone
I know
has to
for
get a
sure.
win here. I think it's going to be Eclipse. So, I think they've looked better over their more recent losses than the Demons have over their losses. Plain and simple.
I agree with us.
I
went
agree.
with them too.
I do think the Demons are gonna take a step forward this week and
Why?
get back in that win column. Just because, no reason.
It's
There's
interesting.
absolutely no reason at all that I picked Demon
He's got
over,
inside information
over Eclipse. No reason.
for sure.
No.
Let's go.
If he had inside
You think I-
information,
you think
he
I
would
talked
put
to
it out
DK?
now.
No,
He didn't even get to when he was on the podcast.
I don't think I've talked to DK since the podcast.
Well,
It's fair.
you're wrong. So we're moving on to Harrier's Illusion. Almost a sweep here, right? No, okay, no, the last two.
Yeah, Co
The
and
last two
Jay.
were crazy.
Like the rest of us are going Illusion. Co and Jay, why are you going Harriers?
Are you
Is
trying
this
to
Smurfy
lose-
hate, or do you got a real reason?
As they're better.
Are you trying to lose
Are they?
$50 here? I thought you want Illusion to lose.
I'm going to be rooting for Harriers in this matchup, but I think Illusion's going to win. I think on paper, across the board, they're the better team.
And I
I
disagree.
think Nessie shows up, they easily take this game.
I don't think Nessie
Yeah.
can do it on his own against Craney and Defane. They're starting to click.
Craney is a problem.
Yes.
I think Panda stops demo chasing and shoots the ball like he did in week 5 or whatever.
Will
it was.
Panda be there?
I don't pick this game off of knowing, lineups. So I just assume he will be. But
Maybe.
I
Maybe
think
gets
they're the better
traded.
team.
You guys are high. It's Atlanta.
Whoa.
What
We're
an
gonna remember
excellent
this
point,
if you
JP.
lose that game. And I don't know why we're
But
attacking
I'll
people for
do-
being high, Jay.
I'll do
Yeah,
the ball.
2025,
say-
grow up.
You've
we
got
say crazy?
2 chronic smokers on the desk, and I think that's directed at people.
Can't do
There's
that.
nothing wrong with being
Nope. Nope.
I didn't say there was
got
nothing
us banned.
I mean, I'll say you guys are
It's the
crazy
vape.
next time. Goodness gracious.
Havoc Bandits. We got everybody going Havoc. Even though Koala picked
Yeah, that's
Birmingham,
weird.
he's not stupid.
I mean, they played bad. Don't get me wrong. This last week.
Do you actually think that your team's going to take out Havoc?
Especially
Yeah,
coming off that loss.
absolutely
Do you think they're going to take Havoc this
You
week?
think you're mentally stable enough to handle that?
I mean, I am.
As a team. As
Well,
a team.
but Koala, you didn't lose week 6, so
That's true.
You know, I understand your confidence.
yes,
that
he
makes sense.
did. A team wins and loses together.
Did he play? I don't think so.
I do think Birmingham could pull it together to make it a tough series. I think it's going to very much depend on how Shampoo comes out, given his stitches and stuff. Weeko's a lot, so you guys got to handle that.
Yeah, I think we scrimmed them before, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, well, you know, if you scrim them,
That's
means
what it
everything.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Number
one
For sure,
team right
scrims
there,
mean
guys.
everything.
Yep.
Everyone knows that.
Foxtrotters,
So much.
Monarchs.
I hate you guys so much. Oh my God.
You don't agree with scrims being...
Just shut up. Go to the next one.
You don't agree with that? I went to the next one. Your dumbass kept talking. Foxtrotters, Monarchs. We swept for Foxtrotters.
Yeah, I mean they're hot. Pick them
3
till
wins.
they're not.
Monarchs look bad. Foxtrotters look good. I mean, what else is there to say, really?
Math.
I'm interested to see what happens with those Monarchs.
I hope the Monarchs beat them. I'm here for the chaos. I hope we're all wrong on that, but
Yeah,
Mew-
it'd be funny.
Mew's looking really good.
We got the Fallen versus the Falcons. 3 of us taking Fallen. 2 of us taking Falcons.
This is a very up in the air game for me. I do see this going either way. So it's really just pick one and hope. For me at least, that was kind of the mentality with this pick, is just pick one and hope. 'Cause
I went against Fallen because they're not going to have Zilch in this game. It's going to be a different Fallen out there.
They will have Wrath though, and we have to assume
Wrath-
that they
Wrath
will.
is weak-minded. Anything starts to go wrong, it's over.
This is true, but as playing
who's
in
their
this
other
one-off
player?
series, he's looked great.
Who's
They
their other
have
player?
Jared.
Exactly, another weak-minded player. If anything goes wrong, that team is gone. It's fucking gone.
I went with Fallen because Pitcop shows absolute willingness to schedule without his best player, Cloudsy. So
Yeah, he needs to stop that.
yeah, who knows when this game's going to get scheduled? If he doesn't
Fight
have
a little bit
Cloudsy,
for
it's
your boy
over.
to be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy.
Cloudsy not have good availability.
I don't know. It
I don't
just
blame
it seems to be up and down. I was surprised when Pitcop scheduled with us and didn't have Cloudsy, and he's done that at least one other time. I don't know. So
Well,
that
have the
is-
sub games out of the way.
oh yeah, I think he's done. I updated it earlier, so they're done with that. But
Crazy.
yeah, if they don't get Cloudsy in there, this is about to be a sweep.
Moving on to Prism. Phantoms versus the Wave.
I'm not
Nobody
picking
took
them.
the Wave.
Yeah, I'm not
Picking
picking them though.
Yeah.
I mean, OKC had looked phenomenal besides the 1 week, but they've looked really good every other week, so still
I
gonna
think
play.
this is more in the air than people might think. Wave are still pretty good, and now Wave is kind of a
So why don't you
college
pick 'em?
team.
Yeah.
They're a college team. I mean, chemistry-wise, Wave and the Phantoms are like on the same level. Because they're
Why don't you
both.
pick 'em?
It's an honest question.
Yeah.
because
Especially
Phantoms are
considering we've
fucking
seen a
6-1
college
or 5-1.
team play an 8-bit over Tarleton's B team. So, it's about to be 8-bit over UD. So,
Yeah.
but if you say that, Jay, pick them.
Strong.
Yeah,
Well,
but say
they're
with your
both-
chest.
They're both college teams.
Okay.
And Phantoms are 5-1, so I picked Phantoms.
Oh.
And Shade is actively picking the Wave.
Let's go.
Shade he just switched
But
his
now let's see if he puts his channel points on Wave when that game happens.
pick. Better be 100K.
If I'm awake for it, I will. That's my biggest problem. I don't get to bet on a lot of games because
He's asleep.
I'm going to bed.
It's true.
We got Sentinels versus Scallops. Everybody is on the Sentinels except for
Koala.
the new guy.
Comes in here breaking up
doesn't-
the sweeps.
The new guy doesn't know what's
You
going
don't
on.
seem invested. I mean, he's getting rid of his best player after they win the series. Like,
I
Okay.
mean, it's fair.
crazy.
Calm down.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Calm down. Second best player.
Okay, Lemon was the
You're
best player in the Week 6 game.
Second best player.
Lemon
JT
was
the worst
the
player.
best player in Week
Lemon
6.
was the second best player, and Evola was the best player.
Evil is the best
JT
player on that team, but Week 6, Lemon was the best player in that series.
Yeah, JT.
No matter how much I try to explain myself with the transactions I've made, nobody likes it.
Because your first answer was comp went bad.
Yeah, that's the only games we played before
That's
the
silly.
series.
But you're playing in the league. It doesn't matter what your fucking comp does. You guys come out and whoop ass in the league.
I considered it lucky.
That's fine. I picked Lincoln. I hope Scallops beat that fucking ass. I hope it's a perfect
'em.
sweep. Jay, you will not want to be on next
A
week's
perfect
episode.
sweep would be crazy.
I hope it's a
That would
perfect
be
fucking
diabolical.
sweep. And Lemon is laughing his ass off in Twitch chat
would
the
be
entire time.
God,
By all
he will
means.
be. Jay, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen, Jay.
Better picks for me next season. I don't care.
That's true. That is very true.
He's not invested.
Great manager, top tier.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not invested.
Hey, I've got 2
Great
first-round
manager,
picks next
great
season.
owner.
I'm in a great spot. I'll have more free time.
He is top 3 and has 2 first rounds. So I mean, hey.
For
He's
now.
only
Top 3
I'm
because
sitting-
Lemon won a game for him.
I'm sitting amazing right now, and I don't care what anybody says about the Sens.
But I'm the crazy one for thinking that they're
Go
going to win this
Sense.
Go Sens.
Go
Yeah, apparently he doesn't care if he wins or
Sense.
loses. So
Scum.
that's wild.
Crazy
But also,
things.
Yeah,
JT's
I mean-
a dumbass. So like,
Sure.
That's crazy if you don't care if you win or lose, but comp had just shook. Osprey versus Rednecks. I'm taking the Rednecks.
that's crazy.
Doing it. Samu shook after losing twice to Lemon.
Yeah, but you failed to recognize that Ben is on the Rednecks.
And Akaza.
It was kind of a.
And
For me.
Doggo can play a third man. If Ben and Akaza are Lincoln, I think it's
No, you're
I think
Lincoln.
Rednecks.
They're Round Rock.
Dude, they're not on your team.
You guys are making it tough. I'm gonna be honest. You guys are making it really tough.
Everybody wave to Memphis. Oh, she gone. She gone. Alright, yeah, where are we at here? We had 2 people pick Ospreys, and that's Cohen and Bacon. Bacon's not talking about it, though. He's
Yeah, I've been waiting to see what the Doggo and
Oh.
Akaza pairing could look like for some time, and now we actually get to see it. I anticipated it to be a little shaky week 1. Doggo did not play in week 6, so he's been kind of out of the team for a week. I think it's just going to be a little rough start for Rednecks, and they're not going to be able to catch up. That's all.
the shocker. Usually it's, I'm swinging from Doggo's nuts. From
Well,
Bacon.
yeah, but they've lost games, so no more. So
Like Tarzan.
Hydras versus Hurricanes. Everybody but Jay. No. Yeah, everyone but
Yes.
Jay. Yeah, yeah.
I've got faith
Hey!
in the boss.
You want to tell them who we're picking here? Can you say Hydras?
Hydras.
Say it louder.
Hydras.
Boom. Now
Hydra!
Boom.
Go Hanoi!
Said it with their chest. Let's
Good
go.
thing. Said it more with your chest than JT sure did.
I picked Hurricanes because of the Boston and KX connection. And I know someone's looking potentially for a new third. So it'd be interesting to see if they've managed to find one before this week's game.
Yeah, that Boston KX connection has them 2-4 on the season.
And they've only played one game together.
Well,
So let's not count their entire season on one game.
How'd that one game go?
I did not watch.
they got swept.
Yeah.
So it could work, but
They
yeah,
played the Phantoms.
Hydras look very, very good. They're tied for first.
They got swept.
Against the Phantoms.
You didn't get
Did you
swept
get
by
swept?
the Phantoms
Exactly. Hornets
But he
didn't
had
get swept
land.
against the Phantoms.
And we had a one day.
with
We had
KX.
Oh, yeah. All right, who we got next here? Hornets Otakus?
Otaku suck.
Yeah, everyone's taking the Hornets.
Go next.
That's rough. That's rough.
Nate, get it together, damn it.
That's rough.
Showing up,
The
getting
team is-
swept, playing
it's
games and
bad a lot.
gizmos and stuff. What are we doing here?
Alright, first of all, don't ever hate on the Gizmo.
I'm going to.
Alright, no.
I'm going to.
The
Yeah, I'd
Gizmo
much
is
rather
the
people take things
best
seriously.
car. Okay. Alright.
It's a solid car.
Yeah. Let's take things seriously. God forbid a man have fun.
I guess people who aren't on real teams can afford that.
Oh. Mhm.
Nightmare versus High
Nightmare
Flyer.
versus High Flyers, yes. I'm going with New York. Koala and Co are with me.
Go Kilo. My boogie
Toss
there.
up.
This is a tough
No.
game to pick.
Nightmare are either really good or they put up a fight. But High Flyers have Hollow now. So Hollow, I'm guessing, is going to be MVP by the end of the season.
Who's
But-
typing this? What does this mean?
Nothing. Delete it.
Yeah, I don't know. Nightmare High Flyers. It's kind of tough. But I think we'll see 5, and I think the High Flyers will take it.
I will say Hollow did play the Nightmare week 1, so he knows what to expect.
Indeed.
That being said, Samu played Lemon and knew what to expect and still lost.
Yeah, but Lemon's built like that, and Jay failed to see it. So
Damn. We're
It
still
doesn't-
waiting on the Harris Mudcats game. We all picked Mudcats.
we did.
In case you guys wondered.
Yeah, so far in week 7, everyone that picked has 7 wins, except for Boomer, who had 5. But everybody stands to game 1. Standings are still kind of crazy. Boomer was on top. That's not going to keep. So Ko and Jay were 500 going into week 6. They'll seemingly be in first at a little bit above 500. So good job, Ko and Jay. For now. So
Great job.
you'll get caught.
Eat my ass.
No. I think that does it.
No RLCS things.
I mean, more NRG type things. Did they end up beating the Ultimates today? Anybody know?
No idea.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Boomer did this.
Yeah,
I know.
I was watching it, and
No.
Ultimates were up 1-0 in the series, and then I stopped watching to get on here with you guys. So,
I mean, other than a lot of clinches for Rally and RLCS, there's not a whole lot.
indeed.
Get your merch.
Yeah,
I had
a quick merch plug.
I had a few people reach out about merch. I got them some stuff going. Had 2 hoodies, 6 shirts, and 2 hats go out already. So hit us up. Especially this one. If you get this Adidas one, so comfortable.
Yeah,
So-
I want that one.
Do it.
Well,
It has
I
It has replaced
with
my
well on there for you.
it has replaced my version 1 shirt as my most comfy article of clothing. So
That is nice.
it's so good. And that version 1 shirt had a rain. It was tops for a long time. But this is so good.
It's still your most comfortable shirt.
Yes, if we're gonna go down to subcategories, but this is now my
It's
most.
gonna be summertime. You gotta have a shirt.
I'm gonna like that hoodie so much, I'm not gonna want to wear it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't wear it except for here, or if I'm going out and I know it's not gonna get dirty. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
It's nice, and the hat is real nice. I love this hat.
With the rope hat, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, so hit me up if you want merch. There's just basic merch on there if you guys want that. Do we have anything else to say?
I'm good.
Ben's messaging me.
Ben's
He
ears
said-
were burning.
He said, "Fuck all of you."
Who the fuck is Cherry Blossom?
Who the fuck is he?
What a save!
Where did he come from?
GG.
Bye.
Thank you again for tuning into the Backpost Podcast, powered by the 8-Bit Nation. Be sure to stay active in the Discord and follow the Twitch channel at 8N Gaming so you don't miss any of the fast-paced, epic Pixel and Prism League content. Well, that's it for now. May your aerials be flawless and your saves legendary.